Hello. So we've driven back into Elgin. Behind me is Elgin Cathedral, which is obviously a bit broken. But we just parked here on the road. And we just noticed this little entrance to the biblical garden. The kiss of the sun for pardon, the song of the birds for mirth. One is nearer God's heart in a garden than anywhere else on earth. There you go. Open May to September, 10 till 7 daily. Let's go in there first then, shall we?
The biblical garden was opened in 1996 and was the first biblical garden in Scotland. The paths are formed in the shape of a Celtic cross, wander amongst the 110 species of plant which are all mentioned in the Bible. The garden is maintained by the Murray College horticultural students.
You're going that way, are you? Okay. Oh, smell curry plant. Right, so that's where we've parked. We've just been in there to the garden. I'm informed that this is the bishop's, or was the bishop's house in there. And this is the cathedral, Elgin Cathedral.
It was the second biggest cathedral in Scotland.
Was it really? He's just said it was the second biggest cathedral in Scotland after St Andrews. And it's got scaffolding around it somewhere in there. Okay, so here's an artist's impression of what the whole cathedral and stuff would have looked like. Built in 1224. Apparently you can go up to both those towers, but I'm not sure if I am. God, look at all the carvings on that.
And the little doorways.
And the doorway, yeah. Scaffolding. have been painted. Clever.
This is the view from the top of one of the towers.
Two of these stone figures in front of you, the bishop on the left and the knight on the right, are thought to have come from the niches on the central tower. A third statue probably represented the burgesses of the town. There might also have been a fourth depicting the king. There we go. Forgot about the scaffolding. Cool, I'll get that in there. Look at that. Various dead people there. Yeah, they did say there was a blacksmith or something that you could ask questions.
Skin that off. Pour it into here.
That would have been a really good scene there, wouldn't it? Shame that's there. Never mind. Oh, if it's falling to bits, it's got to be made safe, hasn't it? Symbols in stone. Discovered near the cathedral in 1823, the splendid cross slab was carved by the Picts in around 9th century, about 300 years after they embraced Christianity. They don't know what it was made for. One side is decorated with a Christian cross, the other depicts a hunting scene and a pair of Pictish symbols. Oh yeah, there's the cross and some faces each side of it. Can't actually see what the camera's looking at here because it's so sunny. On this side, oh, in the shadow now. Can't see a dicky bird. Never mind. Oops, some more dead people. could be the chapter house. Driven down a great big long road from, I don't know, it's about 40 odd miles down to Lecht Mine car park, L-E-C-H-T. We saw this little park up. I don't know if anybody watches Steve Marsh. He's got a YouTube channel and he goes travelling all over Scotland, but he also goes like abroad and stuff and unusual ways of getting there and stuff like that. Anyway, he stayed down here, which is where we got this idea from. So I'm not quite sure what that road is there. We've got a little river behind us, a little bin there, and there's enough room. It's not a very big car park, as you can see. And then right up behind me is the old mine building, so we're going to go up there now. Yeah, so we came down Old Military Road. Where is... We are here. There we go.
We came from
Tomintoul or whatever it's called.
That way.
This is now going backwards. Anyway, so let's just go and have a look.
We're now there.
We are now there. Not that you can see, but further down the road that we haven't been on is a ski centre. Lecht Ski Centre. I'm probably saying it completely wrong. Oh, see the mine building all lit up in the sun. Soon we've got to cross this bridge, yeah. Don't know what this bridge is called, the river's called. Oh. No. Right, ahead of you will see the Lecht Mine, which produced ironstone and manganese in the 1730s and 1840s. To the right you can find mine workings and waste heaps in the hillside. There we go. Ooh. Right, so that's what it looked like. In the 1730s, men worked here digging for iron ore. The ore was taken 20 miles on horseback over the hills to Nethy Bridge, where the metal was extracted. The business lasted just 7 years before it collapsed. In 1841, the mine reopened. This time up to 60 men and boys dug for manganese used for making bleach. It's the largest manganese mine ever worked in Scotland. Mine shafts were driven into the hillsides and an 8-metre water wheel powered the 2-storey crushing mill. The mine closed in 1846 when the price of Scottish manganese dropped from £8 to £3 per tonne. For a brief moment in 1863 there was a chance of reopening the iron ore mine, but there was no money to build a railway line to Tormintoul to transport the iron ore. There we go. Right, I can't go any further, but that's where the water wheel would have been. But it's a little bit boggy and a little bit rivery. Oh, this is a lovely place. Love it. See with this camera, but there's 2 deer up there, just on this little hillside right beside us. Leon's taken some photos. What sort of deer is it? Oh,
It's okay. I can't see it.